A man trying to cross into the United States from Mexico was busted by a drug canine. This is the Rock and Roll with a Man. My name is Sean Morrison. You can call it a law enforcement crackdown. A drug detection dog alerted to the odor of narcotics that was coming from the buttocks of a Texas man trying to cross back into the United States from Mexico around 4 a.m. on the 31st of March. The investigators said this 26-year-old American by the name of George Vargas was questioned by Border Patrol agents after passing into the United States via a pedestrian lane at an El Paso port of entry. He claimed to be returning from his grandmother's house in Mexico and was en route to work. When agents discovered that 2 hours earlier he entered the U.S. through a different El Paso port of entry, he was subject to a secondary screening, which included a pat-down for weapons. He was clenching his thighs during this inconclusive frisk, according to a criminal complaint. At that point, a concealed human narcotics detective dog alerted the odor of narcotics where they were coming from his buttocks of his pants. What a good dog. He was instructed to sit down when they noticed a bulge protruding from his buttocks to his pants, and he removed 2 black tape bundles in between them, and they contained a total of 25 ounces of methamphetamine, according to the criminal complaint. After being read his rights, he agreed to speak with the agents. He claimed to have been threatened and said he was going to be paid with 2 ounces of meth, while the remaining 3 ounces would be picked up by an unknown individual, and he informed agents he needed the money. Well, there's other ways you can get money. You can go get yourself a job. There's lots of companies hiring, and now you have to worry about going to jail. He's been charged with drug smuggling. He faces more than 10 years in jail if convicted of the felony count. He's now locked up in the county jail. He was scheduled for a detention hearing on I believe, will it be April 5th, 2025, which is like, as of his recording, the next day. Okay. He does have a rap sheet that includes prior arrest for possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, marijuana possession. So this guy's a real winner to begin with. And at the time of his meth smuggling bust, he was free on $20,000 bond in connection with his March 19th arrest for a felony theft count. So basically, he was out of jail, and 11 days later, he's trying to smuggle drugs into the United States. What a winner. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else has to subscribe. We thank you much for the continued love, honor, and support. It is greatly appreciated. And special thanks to our drug detecting dogs out there catching all these bad guys carrying dope into the United States. And if you want to read this entire story regarding Mr. George Vargas, as I'm reading here, you can read it via the Smoking Gun. So what's your thoughts about this guy trying to smuggle drugs into the United States from Mexico and getting caught? I guess they have cars on video when they go in and out a few different times, but maybe this guy didn't know. Shame, shame, shame.